We'll proceed in pseudo multivariate calculus. Okay, pseudo multivariate calculus, mind blowing, amazing. Right, right, uh, right kind of algorithm like normal division, multiplication, addition, and subtraction, and slowly bring it to calculus. That is the idea of multivariable, pseudo multivariable calculus. Write a mathematical equation as if it is division, it is multiplication, and slowly bring it to calculus. So that is a discussion that we are pursuing. Can we do like so? Anyway, we were kind of working on an example. Okay, so we were working on an example. Okay, so someone is traveling in a circular path. Up. Too much, right? Okay, so someone is traveling in a circular path and he is traveling in a circular path. Consider it is center at the origin. So this is the origin and then this is the angle 0 and then he is rotating. The person is rotating in a circle. The person is rotating in a circle. Okay, person is rotating along the circumference of the circle. He starts from here. Okay, so this is origin and person starts from here. Person starts from here and he is walking along the circumference of the circle. When he is here, person is here. When person is here, his angle is 0. When person is here, angle is 90 degree, 180 degree, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi, 2 pi plus pi by 2, 2 pi plus pi, 3 pi, like that. Now, the speed at which the person is walking or running, that is the from here whatever distance he is traveling. If he is traveling here pi by 2 distance in angular fashion, then his speed is pi by 2 into r, because the circumference he has traveled from here till here, this is pi by 2 r only. Here his speed is pi into r, 3 pi by 2 into r, 2 pi into r, 2 pi plus pi by 2 into r. His speed is growing the way he is traveling. Can someone calculate what is his average speed at any angle theta? Okay, if the person is at position, consider person is walking and when he reached pi angle, then during 0 to pi angle, when he walked, what was his average speed? That is under question mark. Okay, now to calculate average speed in any mathematics, consider a person is running from 0 kilometer to 10 kilometer. 0 kilometer to 10 kilometer. Okay, and in that sense 0 to now at what speed he is walking. So 0 to 3 kilometer, its speed is 1 kilometer per hour. 3 kilometer to 6 kilometer, its speed is 2 kilometer per hour. 6 kilometer to 10 kilometer, its speed is 3 kilometer per hour. What is his average speed? Average speed is total distance by total time. That is the average speed. So first 3 kilometer, his total time is 3 hours. Then next 3 kilometer, he walks at 2 kilometer per hour. 3 kilometer means 1.5 hour. 3 hour, 1.5 hour, 4.5 hour. Then he is walking at 3 kilometer per hour for the next 4 hours. Okay, consider it is 4 kilometer per hour, then 1 hour. 1 kilometer per hour for 3 kilometer, 3 to 6 kilometer, 2 kilometer per hour. and then 6 to 10, 4 kilometer per hour, 3 hour, 1.5 hour, and 1 hour. Net time, net time that he is taking to travel is 3 plus 1, 4 plus 5.5 hours. What is his average speed? 10 kilometer by 5.5 hours is his average speed. Means this is how his velocity is changing, but we can calculate it. Similarly, a person he starts from zero angle, this is centered at the origin. Zero angle, the way he is moving, his speed is growing like the way angle he is sweeping. In that sense, angle is pi, then he if angle is pi, if angle is pi, then he at the moment when he is traveling, at the moment when angle is pi, at that moment his speed is pi into r, because pi into r distance he has traveled. What is the average speed for any angle he has made through? Till then, from angle 0 to angle theta, any theta, what is his average speed? That is under question mark. Anyone would say, do one thing, calculate the total time. Then total distance by total time is the average speed. This is how anyone would proceed. Now other people will start thinking, oh, looks like it is calculus, looks like it is vector, looks like it is that, looks like it is this. What I can do now? Okay, it is pretty simple. Total time is distance traveled by speed. That is the total time. Consider that distance traveled for any distance theta is d. Okay, consider the distance traveled is d. d by d by speed is the total time. Speed is r theta. What is the distance that he has traveled? Here everyone would say, for any angle theta, distance traveled is r theta. R theta by r theta gone. 1 kilometer per hour, it is one hour is the constant time. Okay, that's where people fall. That is called abstract mathematics. Means now the distance that is person is traveling along the line, the speed person is traveling along the line, that I know that is r theta. Distance that person is traveling along the line, how to calculate the distance, that we have talked in the past video. To calculate, like if I take a straight line, this is x-axis, this is a straight line, how much distance a person is traveling, this is origin, from origin to x comma y along this straight line. Okay, then how to find the distance a person is traveling from origin along this line, on this straight line, to point x comma y? Then anyone will say use Pythagoras theorem. It is x minus 0 whole square plus y minus 0 whole square root. Other way is to go with the vector analogy, because vector, why vector is so important? Vector talks about direction, that is true, but vector takes x and y both into consideration. That is the speciality of the vector. Otherwise, if it is a line, then this is x and this is y. This is x, this is y. But vector talks about complete point, that is x comma y. In that sense, if it is x comma y, what is the vector representation of a line from origin to point x comma y? That is xi plus yj. Okay, now that we have seen, but this vector form talks about a straight line. What about a curved line? If this is x-axis and this is a curved line, what is the vector representation of a curved line from origin to any point x comma y? Now I cannot say xi plus yj, then it will talk about the straight line, not the curved line. What is difference between a straight line and curved line? The only difference is at curved line, y by x. Every moment y by x. In curved line, it is not a same. If I take this curved line as x square, the way I say x square, that is a curve, then when x equal to 10, height is 100. Y by x is 10. When x is 2, height is 4. Y by x is 2. Everywhere y by x is different. So y by x should come into the consideration. Whereas if it is a straight line, then y by x everywhere it is same. So xi plus y, the magnitude of the vector representation of this line from origin to x comma y, xi plus yj, This is called length vector, because if I calculate the magnitude of this, then it will give the length of this line. Okay, that is x square plus y square square root. Now, but I have to take y by x into consideration because that is variable in variable line. Then that came as I plus y by x j bracket close into x. Now y by x is into the picture. I plus y by x j bracket close into x. If you find the magnitude of this, you will get the length of a curve. Is it really true? If I am not able to find the length of a curve between point origin and any point x comma y through xi plus yj, that is x square plus y square square root, how I will find with the I plus y by xj bracket goes into x? Both are same thing, right? If I calculate the magnitude of this, it will come as x square plus y square square root. Hold on. Okay. Now y by x, y is numerator and x is denominator. Y is dependent upon x and they are algebra. Y by x will be transformed into dy by dx. There it is different. So the length vector that started from x comma xi plus yj change into I plus y by xj bracket close into x transformed into I plus dy by dx j bracket close into x. Now there is a multiplication of two items. One item is I plus dy by dxj. If someone calculate the magnitude of this, because magnitude is the net length, then it is 1 square plus dy by dx whole square root into x. Now there are two items. One item is x and other item is the square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square. Dy by dx will come in x only. Means this whole term, square root of 1 plus dy by dx whole square is the dependent variable function over x into x. If there is multiplication of independent variable x into function over x, then it is integration. So length vector now it is turned into I plus dy by dx j into dx. Now x, if when x is transformed into dx, then rather than taking the full x, it will change into the limit x1 to x2. Earlier it was x2 minus x1. That was the length. X was the length. That was x2 minus x1. If I make x as dx, then I have to denote it as x1 to x2 in the limit. Same thing. If I am multiplying fx into x and x is x2 minus x1, and if I denote as fx into dx, then x2 minus x1 come in the limit x1 to x2. Anyway, so our length vector has become the square root of 1 square plus dy by dx whole square into dx. If someone calculates, he gets the length along the curve. Anyway, what is our curve now? What is our curve now? Curve is a circle. This is the curve, circular line. Whatever it is, circular line, straight line, any line. If I want to know the length of this curve, length by speed is the time. Length of this curve is 1 square plus dy by dx whole square root into dx. Now, this is how the length, time is length by speed. Length is generic now. Length is 1 plus. If I try to find length from this point to this point, then we say that if you change it to vector form and calculate the magnitude of vector, you will get the length. That is I plus y by xj into x. Calculate the magnitude, that is 1 square plus y by x whole square root into x. That will give you the length what you want. Change it to calculus now. Really, makes sense? Now it is this is called length vector. It can be used anywhere. This is our invention. This is not available in any of the book. That is guaranteed. Anyway, then what is length vector now? That is 1 square plus dy by dx whole square root into dx divided by the distance, the speed, that is r theta. Okay, now 1 plus dy by dx. Y I can take, x I can take as a cos theta because I have to transform into polar coordinate. X equal to a cos theta, y equal to a sin theta. Dy by dx will turn into r cos theta, r sin theta, r gone away, d of r sin, d of r sin theta by d of r cos theta, r gone away, d of sin theta by d of cos theta, d of sin theta by d of cos theta, that is same as d of sin theta by d theta into d theta by d cos theta. D of sin theta by d theta is cos theta, and d theta by d cos theta is 1 by d cos theta by d theta, that is 1 by minus sin theta. So it comes as cos theta by minus sin theta. Okay, whole square, 1 plus cos square theta by sin square theta, square root into dx. Dx is same as dx by d theta into d theta. X is r cos theta, it becomes r minus sin theta, minus r sin theta d theta, and denominator is r theta, r gone, minus sin theta d theta. Anyway, what is this? So square root of 1 plus cos square theta by sin square theta. Someone settle it down, it becomes 1 by sin theta. Okay, 1 by sin theta, 1 by sin theta into 1 by sin theta, or 1 by sin theta into minus sin theta d theta by by theta. Okay, or if I take in more primitive way, then actually it is I plus dy by dxj into dx, that is r minus sin theta d theta. If I push it inside, then it becomes r. Hold on, it is I plus dy by dxj into dx, I plus cos theta by minus sin theta, cos theta by minus sin theta j, bracket close, into r minus sin theta d theta by r theta, r gone. Now I push minus sin theta inside it, it becomes minus sin theta j, minus sin theta j, minus sin theta I plus cos theta j, okay, into d theta. Now top is a length vector. Length vector means, and denominator is just theta. There is no other I or j. So I have to take magnitude of this. Then it becomes cos square theta minus cos square theta sin square theta, whatever. It will come as 1 only. At the end, it will come as d theta by theta. Makes sense? Or if someone go by the magnitude fundamental directly, then it is 1 square plus dy by dx whole square root into r minus sin theta d theta by r theta, r gone, minus sin theta by theta. Okay, square root of 1 plus cos square theta by sin square theta will settle as 1 by sin theta. 1 by sin theta into sin theta gone. Minus will come. Minus d theta by theta. Okay, minus someone can take out in the time calculation. Or if someone go with the way I started, calculating the magnitude after settlement, then minus will not come into the picture. Anyway, the total time covered is d theta by theta, that is ln theta. That is the time covered. Makes sense? Amazing, mind blowing. Now someone would jump on me. Why jump on me is actually the length vector is I plus dy by dxj, bracket close, into dx. Dy by dx is cos theta by minus sin theta, that we have calculated. If someone settle it down full, then it will become minus sin theta by theta d theta I. What to settle down? That is I plus cos theta by minus sin theta j, bracket close, minus sin theta d theta by theta, r gone. Okay, minus sin theta d theta by theta. If full someone settle it down, then it becomes minus sin theta by theta d theta I plus plus, okay, plus cos theta by theta d theta j. This is the vector that will be received. Okay, then someone would say, first settle down the I component and j component in integration, that is minus cos theta by theta d theta I plus, I'm sorry, minus sine theta by theta d theta I plus cos theta by theta d theta j. If settle down these two integration, then take the magnitude. No, we need magnitude of the upfront only. Then only we go for the calculus. Can you prove it? Anyone will ask. When you brought length by speed as the total time and length came in I and j and denominator is theta, then get the I and j in the integration form and then calculate the integration and then settle it down x square plus y square root. Make sense? There are two paths that we are taking. One path is calculate the magnitude and then go for the integration. If you calculate the magnitude and go for the integration, then it will come as magnitude of minus sine theta d theta I plus plus cos theta d theta j. First calculate the magnitude of this by theta, whatever it is. Calculate the magnitude of this. That will come as 1 by theta d theta. Then integrate now and then integrate for theta, that is 0 to some theta. Or another form is we have minus sine theta by theta d theta I plus cos theta by theta d theta j. Calculate the integration of I component and j component and then calculate the magnitude. Which one we will take? Very simple. Okay, let's think that I am taking it out. Makes sense? So this is a circle. This is our invention. This is not available in any book, pseudo multivariate calculus, where wherever you see distance, replace it with the length vector, that is I plus dy by dx j into dx. Simple. And proceed upon. Okay, where we can proceed upon without calculating the magnitude, if length vector multiplied by another vector, it brings something like energy. Energy is force vector dot product with the length vector. Now force vector will have I and j component and length vector has I and j component. You can calculate dot product and you get the net energy. Area calculation, where you have length vector and width vector cross product will give the area vector. Makes sense? Really? If I have two vector, one is length vector and another is width vector, length vector. If I do cross product, then I get the area vector. Or I have a force vector and length vector. If I do dot product, I get the energy. Okay. Or if I have only length vector, then if I calculate the magnitude of length vector, I get the actual length. Like if I have a curve and I have only length vector representation of the curve, that is I plus dy by dx, that is different for every curve, into j and then into dx. If I calculate the magnitude of it, it gives the length. This is what we are trying to do. Anyway, we have two paths now. I'll prove which path is better. Now I had a circle and person is walking with the along the curve. Now I open it. When he is walking along the curve, he can walk like this also if I open it. Okay, now person is walking like this and the distance he is covering is r theta. Consider theta is the distance. I'm sorry. Consider the r theta is the distance from here. R is some constant. In that sense, theta is varying. The person is going in a straight line. Person is walking in a straight line where variable is theta, r being constant. I can take out r and theta is as if it is a theta axis. Makes sense? If that is the case, if that is the case, then what is the time that he is taking to travel any distance, that is any distance from here? Distance along this line is again I plus dy by dxj into dx. Length of this is the distance. Okay. Now this straight line we are taking. Now consider that x is theta and y is function over theta. Make sense? X is theta I to take it out the circle like a straight line. Since the person is walking along the circle and distance he is covering is r theta, same thing he is covering distance as r theta in a straight line. Okay, r being constant, and if it is theta that is variable, this is theta axis. Make sense? Now, if this is theta axis, then where we are saying a distance length vector, the length vector has two components. One is x and one is y. Now, theta is synonym of the x. Then y is function over x. Make sense? Now, the length vector is I plus dy by dx. Now, it is function over theta or function over r theta by d of r theta or function over theta by d of theta j and then into d of r theta if I consider r theta as x axis, because this is how it is. Okay, if that is the case, then how it is? I plus dy by dx. Y, if I say function over theta, then y comes as vertical. But person is walking along the x-axis only on the theta. So y is function over theta is not changing. It is on the x-axis only. This can be considered as y equal to 0 line. In that sense, dy by dx is 0 if x is considered as r theta. Now it is purely coming as I vector into I vector I vector into dr theta I vector into dr theta by I vector into dr theta by r theta. R will come out. I vector r d theta by r theta. R gone. I d theta by theta. Now, if I take magnitude after calculating the full stuff without calculating the magnitude earlier, it comes as I vector d theta or d theta I vector by theta. Then if by calculate it will come as d theta by theta. So d theta by theta will come picture only when we are settling it down first, then calculating the integration. So concept is that length vector has to be settled first before calculating the integration. So indeed, it is now d theta by theta, because in our calculation of the circle, it came as minus sine theta d theta I plus cos theta d theta j by theta. If someone calculate the magnitude first prior to the integration, then it will settle down as d theta by theta. Ln logarithmic of theta is the net time. Logarithmic of the theta is the net time, that much it is taking. What is the average speed? Now person is walking any theta, means he is covering a distance of r theta. If theta is pi, then person has covered a distance of r into pi. R into pi by the time taken, that is ln theta, ln of the pi, natural log of the pi, r into pi by natural log of the pi is the average speed when he is walking from our beginning point till pi, or r theta by r theta by ln of the theta. That is the average speed. Mind blowing, amazing. I believe people would trust me that it is really mind blowing and amazing. Okay, this is called pseudo multivariate calculus. We will see multivariate also. Okay, so person is walking. Anyway, another query is that question is that if it is elliptical shape, like I was seeing the kind of Kepler law of the motion. So that we will see later, Kepler law. So now the consider that Mars is rotating around Sun and Sun is at the center. Sun is at the center, and its a horizontal diameter is 2a and vertical diameter is 2b. Then this elliptical shape, Mars is rotating in ellipse, then elliptical shape is x square by a plus y square by b equal to 1. Kepler is saying that all kind of planet, they rotate in ellipse, not in a circle. all rotates in ellipse, and not guaranteed that the sun will be at the center only. It can be little bit tilted. The two foci he is talking about. So we will see Kepler theorem later. But our theorem is completely robust. Anyway, now what is the average speed of Mars when I know that the distance from the center, consider Sun is at the center and Mars is rotating in elliptical path, whatever is the distance from the center to that point, that much the 1 by a square root of the distance is the speed of the Mars as per the physics. The speed of the Mars at any moment is gm by r square root. Capital G and m is the mass of the sun. If I take it out, then it is square root of 1 by r. So velocity equal to 1 by a square root of r. R is distance from the center and it is varying. If it was a circle, then R is constant. But if it is ellipse, R is varying. Now, what is the average speed of the mass that is under question mark? Now, in that case, total time taken for the Mars to travel is length vector distance by time. Time is 1 by a square root of the r. R is the, if I take any point from the center, that point I can denote as xi plus yj. Xi plus yj. Then distance is x square plus y square square root. Okay, now the distance he is traveling, distance by velocity. Distance is length vector, that is I plus dy by dxj bracket close into dx by speed. Speed is 1 by square root of r. It will go up square root of r. A square root of x square plus y square. That is x square plus y square to the power 1 by 4. And then into I plus dy by dxj into dx. The magnitude first we have to settle down for the full multiplication in I and j. First calculate the magnitude, then go with the net integration. What I need to do? X square plus a square plus y square by b square equal to 1. Y square plus b square equal to 1 minus x square by a square. Y equal to b into square root of 1 minus x square by a square. That someone need to replace here. Now x square plus b, I'm sorry, x square plus y square. Y is b into a square root of 1 minus x square by a square. Now it becomes x square plus 1 minus x square plus b square, x square plus b square into, in braces, 1 minus x square by a square, full to the power 1 by 4. I am replacing y now as per the ellipse. And then magnitude of this vector. What is dy by dx? Someone can calculate. Y equal to b into a square root of 1 minus x square by a square. D of that by dx. That is dy by dx. Anyway, magnitude is 1 square plus dy by dx whole square root. Okay, someone can settle it down, or someone can full settle it down in I and j and take the magnitude and go with the integration. If someone really settle it down, then it becomes like a square, it becomes like x square plus b square in braces 1 minus x square by a square whole to the power 1 by 4 I plus x square plus b square into 1 minus x square by a square whole to the power 1 by 4 into dy by dx j. Okay, whatever comes, now calculate I part as whole square plus b plus y part as whole, j part as whole square root. Whatever comes into dx. That is the total time. Now the total distance that he is covering, the planet is covering. If it is covering 2 pi, full 2 pi angle, then what is the full perimeter of an ellipse divided by this time for the 2 pi angle? That much is the average speed. Okay, someone can, if someone is very smart in calculus, he can take method of substitution in polar coordinate and he can solve it. Mind blowing, amazing. Please do not mind. supporting us. Plus 91 is the India country code. 9483160610 is the telephone number. 9483160610 is the telephone number. Plus 91 is the India country code.